Oh, I guess it's on. Well, start yourself then, motherfucker. Well, folks, I was going to do a video today tasting the first debut virginal attempt at wine, but upon further inspection, the yeast is still working, so it's 3 weeks so far. I'll give it another week, maybe 2 more weeks. My kids are both here, so if you hear just random curse words and rants in the background, that's them. I thought instead, since I've already promised you guys a video today, I'll make a new batch of fucking cabinet wine, and I'll walk you through it. I got this recipe from a guy called Paw Paw, P-A-W, on the YouTube, on YouTube, and let's just do it. Let me get the other jug of juice here, and we'll fucking get after it. All right, first one was a Ocean Spray Cran Grape, because they didn't have any Welch's at my other Walmart, since the entire area is fucking owned by Walmart. I got Walmart 1 and Walmart 2. This time I do have the Welch's 100% grape juice, Concord grape. Both of them 64 ounce. This is what Paw Paw uses. And he says, out of this full jug right here, you want to take out 2 cups. You want to take 2 cups out.
I just picked up a black little cylinder from Chair. Yeah.
He's playing Call of Duty, so if you hear Call of Duty terminology, there you go. Alright, as you see, I just took 2 cups out. I'm going to put that in this fine hillbilly china. Stick it in the fridge for whenever I want to just a regular glass of fucking grape juice. Or possibly throw a little vodka in there. And let's see who's who and what's what at that point. But as it stands right now, we're just going to stick this in the fridge. I'll probably have it for breakfast tomorrow. Now I'm going to get me a paper towel or 2 here. I'm going to actually rinse this out and then dry it out, and because we're going to put the sugar in here. Alright, I've got it rinsed and it's dry enough. Let me get the sugar out of the cabinet up here. Oh, back the fuck up, guy. Let me get the sugar up here. Oh, let me get the little funnel thing too. I got my little funnel because I don't have the steady hand to put this shit in here without spilling all over the fucking floor and all over the goddamn house, and I get tired of sweeping the floor. You see my other cooking videos, I clean up after myself every time. You may not see me sweeping or wiping the counter down with the fucking disinfecting wipes, but I ain't dead yet, so clearly I'm doing something right. Now, let me get a little bit of a incentive beverage for now. No, it's still brewing. It looks good. Anyway, here we go. Now, gentleman Paw Paw says, after you take your 2 cups out, you want a 1.5 cups of sugar. I guess you want to have, well, if you're going to get Sugarfoot, you might as well be drunk when you have Sugarfoot. If you can't walk, why not get fucked up? Alright, and into that, this guy adds a half a teaspoon of yeast. He said doesn't matter winemaking yeast, whatever kind of yeast. I got active yeast. Just fucking yeast. I saw another video where they made mead in the olden days and they just put honey with the comb, which has its own yeast in it, into the liquid, and in time it would ferment. Well, I didn't make a fucking mess. That there. And it's called Guinness. Not the Fantastic Beer Company, but the book motherfuckers. Half teaspoon of yeast. Active dry. Fucking Walmart brand. And that, my friends, according to Pawpaw, which I'll find out probably next week when this one quits bubbling, is the basis of a I call it cabinet wine. Everyone else calls it wine. I brewed it in the cabinet. It's fucking cabinet wine. If I were in jail, it would be prison wine. Now you take the motherfucker off here. I like to use this because it's not quite Parkinson's, but it's not quite steady. You know, I shoot with this hand. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. If you don't know, then fucking figure it out. Alright.
I'm gonna say 7.
Diabetes. Gonna lose both my feet. Gonna be hard to walk down the street. Diabetes.
I'm gonna say the 7 goes.
Like sand through the hourglass.
I need you back.
This is kitchen wine. Just rinse that part out. Like a few granules. I'm not gonna shit my pants. And again, this is a guy called Pawpaw's recipe. And if you want a more charming, just as portly, longer white haired, longer white beard gentleman, find Pawpaw, P-A-W. I think it's called Doing It on the Cheap or some shit like that. Hey, I'm not afraid to shout out the people who I watch and I learn from. And I learned from this guy, and in a week, we'll see if he's full of shit or not. But at this point, everything he said is fucking working, so there you go. Then he says, get your lid on here. You give it a good old frustrated newborn parent, kill it in the crib baby shake. I'm kidding, you don't shake children to death. Just right before you let them go, so they can play Call of Duty later on. I'm kidding. I love my kids. I would never shake them to death. I'd do it quick and painless with a bullet in the head. I'm kidding. I don't own guns. I'm not a big giant pussy that thinks the entire world's out to get me. And I don't hunt, so what the fuck do I need a gun for? You look at me and think, oh, look at this fucking neo-Nazi white boy, right-wing fucking MAGA Trump racist asshole. You're wrong. I'm actually a giant fucking level-headed nice guy who doesn't love but likes the majority of the people. Doesn't matter who's in the office. The world's going to continue on the way it continues on. It's just bullshit. My life doesn't change no matter who and which side is in the office, because I don't matter in the big fucking cog of the machine. So I don't know why y'all get all pissy and shit over that small shit. You don't matter. None of us matter. But you shake that fucker up. If you ever heard of the Two Live Jews, it's a novelty act from the late 80s, early 90s. Shake your tuchus. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your tuchus. And if you're not hip with Hebrew slang, tuchus means ass. But Two Live Jews are on YouTube. They got some pretty funny shit on there. They made like 2 or 3 albums.
Some woman. You showed me some woman.
Okay. I'm going to say that's good and mixed. Now, what he says, and what I did, oh, that's already bubbling. What he says and what I did is, you back the lid off. See that? Till you can give it a little squeeze and it does a little pop. Not all the way, but until you can get a little movement, you're done. Put it away. Let it go. Let the yeast do its work. So, this is how I did this one to begin with. If you watched that short about 3 weeks ago. And as you see, it lightens up considerably because this was this color when this started. Exact same. 2 cups out, 1.5 cups sugar in, 1/2 teaspoon of yeast. This has been working for going on a month now. And when you put your nose next to it, see, dancy dancy, you can smell a distinct wine aroma. And old Papa says this shit's sweet and delicious. And there are other guys who've done this. I've checked out a few more. They're just nondescript, and who gives a shit? Basically the same method. They all basically say it's sugary, sweet, and delicious. And they all say it's stronger than the shit you get in the store.
So what's the first step in seasoning?
So you have me at sweet and strong. That, because this here is strong, but there ain't no fucking nothing sweet about it. It gets you where you're going, but it's a bumpy ride. Now I'm going to put both these back under the cabinet, which you can't see from this angle. I'm not changing the angle because I'm not fucking Spielberg and I don't have a assistant fucking cameraman. You might hear that guy back there screaming at Call of Duty, but I don't involve him in my little videos because he's young and has opinions on everything and love him to death, but you know, the youth, they have not done anything or been anywhere, so their opinions are kind of hit and miss. They'll one day look back and say, oh shit, I was wrong, like myself. Nonetheless, I'll put this down here.
Nosferatu, give me your ass!
And then I'll put this one back next to it. Hopefully next week this one, you can't see it bubbling. I don't have 17D fucking definition, but it's bubbling. Next week, hopefully. But I told you guys I'd make you a video today, and I lied to you and said I'd be wine tasting. I didn't mean to lie to you. I hate lying to you people. But I thought I'd be. Last night it didn't look like it was bubbling. Then again, last night it might have been in a advanced mindset. Not blaming this, but this.
Does it do slash damage?
I am, however, happy today. My folks, be my parents, who are still alive, brought me back a couple pounds of hickory bacon from Joplin, Missouri. A local butcher shop there. Don't know the name, but they go there every now and then. They get their edibles so they can kill the pains of being old. Wish they just legalize it across the board because it helps people. It helps people a lot. I don't care for it. It just makes me sleepy. Well, sleepier than this, but just makes me instantly sleepy. And sometimes I got to get shit done. Nonetheless, neither here nor there. Going to make up a couple pounds of bacon tonight. Have some delightful BLTs, or with the boys, they can have BLTs or whatever. I plan on making some bacon cheese fries. Got them big fucking fat steak fries. Some of that good finely chopped cheese. Paying for convenience. And then crumble that bacon up on there. Oh shit! Or just leave a whole. Fuck it. Let it ride the bacon. Let it ride the potato. Big ass potato cheese boat bacon passenger. I'm the iceberg. It's the fucking Titanic. We're 15 in. I guess I'm good for the night. I don't really have anything else to share. I do appreciate all y'all who watch my shorts and my videos. Again, I never ask you to like or subscribe. That's up to you entirely. But the ones who do, thanks. And the ones who don't, maybe someday you will. I think I'm going to go take a shit. I'm out.